tuned to the game.
We are the gentlemen advancing the melanin revolution.
Welcome to another edition of the Gang Recognized Gang podcast with RLJ and Kev. I'm KEV, that's RLJ, and we are the gentlemen advancing the melanin evolution, where evolution is revolution. Brother J, Brother J, Brother J.
What's up, my brother? How you feel?
What it do, man? Hey, I'm alright, man. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just trying to make it day by day, man. And the good news is, like, man, like the fall is moving relatively quickly, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like October started and almost over, halfway over.
Bro, it's 2023 is on the way. Like, I literally was sitting down mapping out the last quarter of the year and then just level setting for 23. And then when I got on one of my board calls and we were working on the project timeline, I'm just like, yo, because the project doesn't take place until April, but the fact that we are nearing the beginning of 23, it was a little scary. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was just like, yo, these years is really flying by. And I've been noticing a lot with, like, the people that are around me that are aging. As the years continue to progress, and everyone around me celebrating birthdays, like, I'm being very reflective, and I'm seeing signs of the years flying by, and so that was a humbling moment for me. I was telling my therapist about it, like, yo, the reality set in, like, the years are flying, but also, like, the age is climbing, and so just a weird space to be in, man, especially as we are, I guess you could say, coming out of the pandemic, since a lot of places are lifting their COVID protocols. I know workplaces are removing the vaccine requirements and relaxing the mask situation. And ironically, it's happening as we are approaching flu and pneumonia season. So,
yeah,
bro, it's you know, it's just a lot. It's a lot.
I'm on the train, B. I'm wearing my mask forever, man. I don't care. Brother J, I'm wearing my mask forever, man. You ever been on the green line?
Yeah,
Rush hour, G? I'm wearing my mask forever. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what CDC says, man. Excuse my pardon, my French. I'm wearing that shit forever, man. On the train, B? Man, ain't nowhere in hell, brother J. Ain't nowhere in hell. I'm wearing my mask. Hey, man, I'm gonna look like I need to be over in Japan or something. They wear they shit. They wear they shit all the time, man. Out of respect for they fellow man. Yo, I could dig it.
Which is why places like that got rid of the coronavirus at a higher rate than we did, right? When they said lockdown, nigga, they locked the shit down for months.
They weren't playing around.
Like, you don't need to be in no streets. You go to the
grocery store. They want no Americans over there. No, you stay.
And then countries are now relaxing their COVID requirements, so, like, people can now travel. So it's interesting, but, you know, it is what it is. I did have to run into the store without my mask the other day, and it was
man, I be double dutching that joint, man, because I be like, damn. And then I had to order some more little KN95 joints, man. I be done. I went in there and I just felt I ain't feel good, man.
Bro, I was in and out, but then as I'm standing in the line, I hear someone cough, so I slowly turned and look. I was like, self-checkout it is. No, I gotta move. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go.
You know the ill thing though, brother Jay, like, if I go somewhere without my mask and it's intentional, I'm all right. If something happened, because I went there, I knew what I was getting into. You know what I'm saying? But, like, if you go to the grocery store and shit, like, yo, I ain't really trying to think about going into the grocery store without my mask, because it'd be like strangers. Like, I don't want to randomly get nothing. You know what I mean? I don't want to randomly get nothing. But at the same time, it's like, all right, if I know I'm going somewhere without the mask, then it is what it is. So Yeah, man. But you know, it's in that weird space now. We kind of double dutching with the mask and stuff, man. But it's like, all right, if I'm gonna be out in these streets and I went out there with intention with no mask, then hey, I'm gonna chalk it up to the game. I just don't know if I want to catch some shit going into the grocery store though. You know what I mean? Fucking
like trying to
car
get some
wash.
milk. I'm trying to get
Yeah,
some
you
milk.
know, I
And
I
catch
ran in
the
that joint with
Ebola.
some milk,
Yeah.
for some milk and some eggs, man. I came back with COVID and the flu. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm, and it's very interesting, right? Because I'm going to networking events. Some I'm safe in. My thinking is this: if I can go to a restaurant and have my mask off while I'm enjoying my meal or my drinks, right, at the bar, what point? Like, why am I wearing it in other places?
Yeah, I
Right.
get it, man.
So like especially if it's going to be like in and out, like if I was in the lobby of my office building, I don't really see the point of doing it when no one is there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If I'm in a restaurant that is full, enjoying my meal, I don't have my mask on, I'm like drinking it. But then
You was in there with intent, man. You was in there with intent.
But I was laughing because there was a table that was beside us, and as soon as they get up from the table, they throw their mask on. I'm just like, what's the you're breathing the same air
Yeah.
walking out of the restaurant as you were sitting here, and you were sitting before I got here, and we've been here for at least 2.5 hours. You ain't have no mask on. But I don't know, maybe in their mind it makes them feel better, at ease, whatever, do your thing. But I started to question, like, all right, cool, why am I about to put this on if I'm about to, like, why am I going to wear it into the facility if when I sit down I'm going to take it off to eat, to drink, to talk?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really make sense. And so I have started to relax it a little bit.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying, but out on the train though, man.
Oh,
I ain't never taking that joint off. Man.
I-
Any like if I'm on a train or a bus or a plane, keeping that joint on,
Oh,
man. Best thing ever.
yeah,
Best thing ever, man.
the plane is definitely getting on. And,
Yeah,
you know,
best thing ever.
we're looking to take a trip next year, right? And as I'm
Oh, yeah.
finalizing the details,
Yeah,
I'm sitting there
man.
thinking, like, am I going to keep my mask on that long? And I was like, yeah, probably so, because by then, right, there will be something else that'll be going around in the air that we need to.
God, I hope not, man. I'm sick of people. I'm sick of the economy. I'm sick of inflation, interest rates.
Speaking of inflation, bro, like, and I felt like I was a senior citizen today. Like,
Mm-hmm.
felt like I was an elder because I went into the store and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get some chicken thighs and, you know, marinate them and throw them on a smoker. Bro, chicken thighs are now the same price as chicken wings.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, yo,
You
shit has hit the fan when the thighs as much as the wings, man.
bro, and the wings was $23.
Cause you know, don't nobody really rock with dark meat like that, man.
That's why typically we're different grocery stores. You can get a family pack for $7, $10.
Yeah.
Bro, them damn thighs was the same. I said, oh, these must be black women thighs because the price has gone up.
some deviation of some kind of indigenous woman thigh.
Something, bro. Like, and I stood there and I was staring and I was like, they got to be tripping. And the older white lady said, baby, I don't know what tripping means, but like, this shit is getting ridiculous. And I looked at her like, you right?
Ugly,
like, now you could get chicken legs for like $7 or $6 for a family pack, but I was like, I don't want a damn leg. I wanted a thigh.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, shit, for this price, I might as well get the damn wings.
Man, everything like household goods, groceries is at least 10 to 15% higher than it was this time last year, man.
It's crazy, bro. It is absolutely crazy. But I said, man, I really feel like I'm an elder because I'm sitting here buying shit. Like, typically I just throw it in the cart because I'm like, I went to the store for it. I need it. So complaining what the price is. But, bro, when I saw $24 and $28 on a pack of chicken wings, I stood back like, what is this? I said, oh, okay, well.
Man, it must have been weedy wings, man. Shit. $28 a pack, my G.
bruh, I don't know, but
yeah, ain't nobody getting them joints, man. It's all for me.
Inflation, you hear me? And so
what people supposed to, I don't really rock with the potlucks, no way. But what people supposed to make and do for potlucks and stuff this fall, man? And all you little outings and office functions,
tailgate parties, all this shit, nigga. Yeah. I don't know, but Jones ain't bringing no wings.
I typically you can't have
get a batch, throw it in the smoker.
Yo, some chicken thighs cost as much as steaks,
bruh.
That's crazy. Yo, what the hell is going on, man? Biden is fucking up.
Listen, I'm about to start looking at lamb and goat.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, let me figure some shit out.
I picked a good fucking time to relax on all the meat products and shit,
you
man.
You did. For such a time as this, because it's crazy. Like, but I was laughing because I was like, damn, I sound old as shit. But then as I was walking around the store and I went to go pick up something, I'm just like, yo, why is this $9? Like, what? God,
it's real in these streets, man. It's real
but
in these streets.
That was my old moment of the day. It was a humbling experience, and then I started thinking, like, well, what are people going to do when the recession actually really hits? Because
it's coming, man.
What is this going to look like? And then I was thinking about, what about people who was barely making it pre-COVID with those food prices and stuff like that? What are they going to do now? Like, what does that look like? And then I went into like global solution mode, and I was like, I'm too tired. Let me go lay down. All because I saw $23 on the pack of thighs.
Dude, man, you had like the pure soft white of chicken thighs. Yeah, you was, yo, man, they was floating them birds for real. Bro, at whatever grocery store you was at, man.
I just said,
God damn.
Then I said, well, let me go to another grocery store tomorrow because I need to go get something just to see, like, compare and contrast. Like,
man, shit, and I gotta cook it too. See, you have me up at the Peruvian spots, man. If I'm paying that much for chicken thighs, but I say, well, shit, just give me the whole bird, man. With all the sauces, the green sauce, the white sauce, and all the spices you put on that bag.
Just throw it in the bag, bro, if I'm paying for it. I thought about that, too, but I was like, whatever.
Damn, man.
Gotta figure it out. But,
I blame Rick Ross, too, man, because, remember they had the chicken wing shortage over the pandemic, and then the Wingstop came out. They say, what about the thighs?
Hold on, let me tell you something. The thighs, though. So I was I was in Florida for like my god sister's graduation. I'm at the hotel and I was like, I don't feel like walking and get anything. And I literally was right up the street from Disney. So I was like, whatever. So I get on the app. I said, oh, thighs. Come on, thighs. Bruh, let me tell you something. Yeah. I ordered Thigh Stop 2 days in a row.
Yeah, you and Mickey Mouse was down that joint getting busy.
Killing it.
Killing them joints.
I said, oh, y'all, ooh.
They was good. They were that good, man.
Ooh. And I was like.
They sauced them joints up like the wings,
let me tell you something. And I think I got the garlic parm ones. And
man, Rick Ross knew what he was doing with that.
I said,
one,
they tossed the hell out of these things. They did this. Let me tell you something. Yo, my family was cracking up. I was like, yo, go get you some thighs at the Thigh Stop.
Yo, that's crazy, man.
I don't know if it's like that at every Thigh Stop. You know how some places you go and it's good here. Like, I told someone Popeyes in
Wingstop wings be kind of skimpy, man. They be kind of skimpy sometimes.
And salty as shit, bro.
Yeah. Like they just dump them joints or whatever you ask for. They dump it in the bag.
Similar to Popeyes, right? Someone was like, yo, go to Popeyes in New Orleans. And there's a certain one that I go to and it hits every time. Then I went to a different one. I was like, this one ain't like the. And then when you come up north, it's like, I know y'all supposed to be using the same recipe and the seasons and spices, but something's off.
Yeah.
Something's off. And so the Thigh Stop, not that we giving endorsements, but
yeah, I ain't gonna
the garlic parm thighs.
I ain't never had it, but because Brother Jay said it's like that, I might have to check out. I love me some thighs, man. I'm gonna lie.
When someone said you can get the thighs at Wingstop, I was like, I don't think it's gonna hit the same. I think you just need to go to a spot where I think you need to go to a
actual Thigh Stop. Yeah, man. I might try. They got a chicken sandwich now though. I seen that shit
at Wingstop.
Yeah, man.
I'm good.
You get that joint tossed any kind of way you want.
I I'm okay on the chicken sandwiches. Like I remember the hype when Popeyes came out with the chicken sandwich.
Oh yeah,
it was all right.
It was all right. It was all right, man. But in terms of like the lines and people treating it like
it wasn't worth all that. Right?
Nah.
I had it once and I was like, cool, quenches the hunger, but
that little period of time reminded me of the Luther episode on the Boondocks, man, when people were going to Pop's restaurant. They was going to Granddad's restaurant. He was serving them to Luther, but then the economy got bad. People got lazy, quit their jobs, and was fiending for that joint, man. That's what the Popeye chicken sandwich era was like for me, man. Reminded me of that because like people was losing their mind.
Yeah, like people was going and buying like 5 and 6, and
yeah.
So I'm thinking, all right, cool.
Fighting up in that joint.
Yeah, fighting over like killing over a sandwich. So I was like, yo, this. And then when I bit into it, I was like, first bite, I was like, oh, okay. Second bite, I was like, it's a chicken sandwich.
It's cool, man. It's all it did was make me think about, damn, Chick-fil-A closed on Sundays.
That's it. That's it. So now it's like if I want a chicken sandwich, I can go here on Sunday.
Yeah, I go to you on Sundays.
Or I can just wait until Chick-fil-A open on Monday.
Yeah, I might try a Wingstop chicken sandwich though, man. Just see what it's tossed. I'm just scared, but it's gonna mess up my levels.
I'm gonna let you have that one though. Yeah.
But shit is high, man. You should, a black man should never have to pay $28 for a pack of chicken thighs, man.
Chicken thighs.
Man, we use chicken thighs and everything. We ain't try to come out with that bread, bro. Man.
And you know what? I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's because these are boneless. Nah, nigga, they had the bone in. And I was like, well, I don't even want to look at the boneless price.
$28? No.
God,
these politicians is rubbing me the wrong way, man. I can't get my loans forgiven. I want my loans forgiven, man. I turned in all my paperwork, Brother Jay, all my paperwork.
And what they say?
I'm still waiting.
Still waiting.
It's government, man. You can wait.
Fair. But the deadline is what? The October 31st?
Yeah, the end of October, man. Shit, I'm about to send it in again just to make sure they got everything, man.
With a little post-it note, just making sure y'all got the first.
Yeah, man. Government wants you to mail something in and fax stuff in. I'm like, yo, you the most powerful country in the world, man. You want somebody to fax some shit in?
Just open your computer, like as
my friend's mom used to say. Who has a fax machine at the crib?
Open that pooter up, and you can see it. I ain't got to send it if you can see it, and that's what I'm sitting there thinking. Like, why do we need to do all this? Like,
yo, Brother Jay, who the hell is really using? Like, I know we've been working from home and shit like that for a minute, man. I want to do a poll. I guarantee if I poll 10 people. They whole work from home experience the last 3 years, ain't no nigga got a fax machine, man. At all.
I mean, yeah.
At all, man. Don't nobody got no fax machine, man, that they using. Like, come on, man. Yeah. Like, really? Fax? Fax, Brother Jay?
Yeah.
Not fax. Not fax as the young people say, like, oh, you're correct or that's accurate. Fax, F-A-X.
Facsimile.
What the hell?
Yeah,
fax machine, man.
Someone's like, yeah, I fax over a contract to you. I said, no, ma'am. If you fax something to me, I'm gonna charge you. I'm gonna charge you just for the fact that you are still using a fax.
You using paper. You using paper, man. You killing the environment, man. I'm charging you just for that.
And you could have clearly used your phone, signed it, sent it over to me from your phone. Like everything could have been sent, whatever. You send me a fax, I'm charging you. Like don't do that shit.
Federal government, man. Say, yo. Snail mail or send us a damn. You want me to send you 30 pages of shit via fax? Get the hell on, man. Get off my fax machine and my phone with that shit. These politicians off the chain, man. Now it's election season again, man, for midterms and local elections. And, everybody back out begging the black man for the vote. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they know that it depends.
Yo, telling you, man, the only reason I vote, man, because people came before me. Some people came before me, couldn't, man. That's the only, like, real rap, Brother Jay. That's the only reason I be voting now, man, because I just know, like, a few generations before me, they couldn't, man. Like I vote for my ancestors, man. I don't vote to see change or cater to these damn politicians, man, because everybody crooked.
Fair, that's fair.
Everybody crooked.
That's fair.
So you got the Democrats, they out. Now it's election time. I ain't heard from these mofos since 2020 when Biden got in office. Now I'm come and vote. And my situations ain't changed. And everybody talking about issues that don't necessarily apply to me. Now, don't get me wrong. I support the issues, like, have at it.
Yeah.
But issues specifically for Brother Kev and Brother Jones, the stuff I need, they want to tell me every other reason why I can't get it.
Yeah.
And they taking my tax money because somehow I got to pay taxes. And yeah.
And I pay taxes, but I really don't get to voice or provide my input on certain things. And so, yeah, it's a weird space that we are in because, I mean, you get it. We all get it. It's a cycle. It's time to make a change, and new people are coming in. But this is what I really want to challenge individuals. And we learned that change starts on the local level first. And what you do on the local influences what happens on the national. So being real intentional about who we are putting in places and spaces that's supposed to serve all of the communities in which they are, quote unquote, representing. We need to be very intentional about who we are allowing to be the face of the state, the face of the city, the jurisdiction, the parish, however your community is, delineated, like the Commonwealth, whatever it is. But the people who are sitting at the tables making these decisions, we got to be very careful with how we are putting people in these seats, and not necessarily just those seats, the seats that people feel before they get to those. Mm-hmm. Because once they get in that path, it's just like step by step by step, and then they will soon get into these seats. And so
some people ain't built for them seats, bro.
So, I mean, and a lot of the stuff that you're hearing in the news and or social media, I'm just like, yo, these people can't run their households. How the hell you think they're going to sit at the table and run a country, run a state, run a city? Like, it don't even make sense.
You couldn't pay me to be no damn politician. I'm sorry. People complain too much, man. People don't like to hear the truth.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah. It's
not, especially when you have the heart for the people, of the people, by the people, to do good of the people. Like, it's just, it's daunting and it's exhausting. I think about how politics shows up in just the workspace and how we have to show face in certain places and, protocol being established for here, and how deference or respect is given to different titles, and certain things need to look a certain way when you're presenting to. I get all of that, right? I get the concept of etiquette, but a lot of the organizations that I left was because I wasn't good at playing the political game when I'm trying to do my job. So it's like, you want me to KPIs or kiss ass? I can't. Well, one, I'm not going to do the kissing of the ass part, and so leave me alone so I can focus on these KPIs. But like, if I really got to do a dog and pony show, like the job we both left, they love the dog and pony show, and I would either schedule time to be out of the office or a meeting, or conveniently be in class, or y'all just couldn't find me. I don't do well with the dog and pony show and shucking and jiving just so we can end up in a newsletter to get fun. I don't do that well at all.
Yeah.
And so politics, it's daunting. However, I know it's necessary, and it heavily influences and impacts how we are able to do the things that we can do just as citizens. And I don't think,
I look at it as a necessary evil.
Yes, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't really have to be. I get every country has this, but it's like, yo, we as the United States of America are seen as one of the, if not the most powerful country on earth. but to see how we are functioning and treating the citizens of the United States, of these United States of America, it's really interesting. And we are still seen, right, as one of the most powerful stages. And then you got idiots arguing, refusing to vote against something because somebody that they don't like brought it to the floor. So because person A said it, I'm just going to go against it. I don't care if it benefits all the constituents within the place that I'm elected to represent. It's disheartening, man. It really is. It really is. That's why I try to limit my conversation or exposure to like the very bare minimum, because it's a lot.
Yeah, man. And I don't know. It's like looking at you got a lot of important elections in several swing states in terms of that will likely determine which party controls the Senate and the House to a lesser degree, whether or not it's Wisconsin or North Carolina or Georgia. Georgia is interesting to me because I'm pro-black, man. I if you a Democrat or a Republican, and you black, I gotta give you a look. You know what I mean? Because regardless of which side of the aisle you on, it ain't many of us doing that type of thing.
Fair.
Right. So Georgia, you got a Senate race going on between Raphael Warnock, who won a special election. That was when was it during the presidential election term? Yeah. So he won the special election, took over the seat. Because of that, the president was able to push through a lot of legislation on the Senate side, really because of off the back of Georgia alone, right? But it's interesting now because it's two brothers running for that seat.
No.
Senate for the state of Georgia.
Said that incorrectly.
You
said that incorrectly.
It
was you right. We have one.
You say one? There are two African American men.
Fine.
There are two African American men.
According to the U.S. Census, yes, they are.
that are running for Senate in the great state of Georgia right now. Raphael Warnock and Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker is a Heisman Trophy winner. Balled out at University of Georgia. Played for the Cowboys. Played for Minnesota Vikings. If you're a big fan of Tecmo Bowl back in the day, the Nintendo video game, if you ever got the Minnesota Vikings and Herschel Walker was on your team, it was like playing with the Bears, the 86 Bears with Walter Payton. As soon as you gave him the ball, you would score. Herschel Walker is a national champion, player of the year, has won on every level of professional sports and amateur sports. I didn't know that he was a aspiring politician though, till recently. I guess
he's not. But continue.
But at any rate, the thing now with Mr. Walker is the fact that the conservatives have been on a kind of a winning streak as it relates to abortion rights. The decision that came down with the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade. So it's, abortion is not the thing to do if you are a conservative these days. And it's kind of evident in how things have kind of shaken out. Now, mind you, I would say from my standpoint, I'm pro-choice myself. I don't believe that one has a heaven or hell to put you in if you're ever in your life having to make that kind of decision.
Fair.
Ain't none of my business, B. As long as you make a decision that's good for you and your family and your situation and what you got going on, then hey, you should have the freedom to do it. And in terms of everything else, you got the freedom to do it, and then whatever comes with it, that's you too. Ain't none of my business. So I'm pro-choice from that standpoint, right? And I just don't believe as a dude, I should be worried about the female reproductive system.
Or any, right? Why are we putting like legalities around life in terms of decisions?
Yeah.
Right?
They ain't none of my business, man. Now, mind you, I've never been in a situation, but I understand.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
so
having, I'm raising a kid now, man, and kids is expensive. Kids is expensive, man. It ain't it ain't a job for the faint of heart. It's often being a parent is often a thankless job.
Yep.
So I understand. So, I'm not coming from the stand of judging nobody. So it's interesting to me to see like somebody like a Herschel Walker, like adopting like, this far right, pro-life stance, right? And then lo and behold, let's not forget that Herschel Walker was, I would say he was a crossover star in the 80s based off of his football acumen, his ability to run that ball, man. Herschel Walker was in the prime of his career in the 80s, man. So you talking like Bo Jackson, Michael Jordan, Nolan Ryan, Herschel Walker. So when it came out that Herschel Walker has paid for an abortion, I would say within the last 10 years. Yeah. Which, I get Herschel Walker doesn't appear to be a guy that was anti-abortion in the 80s, man. I'm just saying, my man was an athlete's athlete. If he had multiple children by different women, it wouldn't have been a surprise to me during the era he came up and the level of popularity that he had. It's not a surprise to me now that he got random women saying, yo, he paid for an abortion for me. It doesn't when it comes out, it doesn't surprise me, man. But like looking at the dude, like, yo, B, you lying. He got get well cards, man, that he just signed in his signature. He talking about that ain't him. They got post dated. They got checks. They got canceled checks that he wrote. He say that ain't him. And he looked like a brother that's lying, man. You ever been around a dude that he lying?
This is a prime example, right? And I think this is what white America wants. They want someone like him, who I refuse to say his name, or similar to Kanye. They want someone that appears to be well known and respected within the Black community to help move the needle.
Yeah, famous instead of I actually know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, like they don't want someone that's like thoroughly educated and can motivate the individuals that they don't want on their side. Right? We don't really want their vote. What we need is we want the meek and mild, the ones that can identify the middle of the road type of individuals that can get on board and support someone because it looks like them. So they should be able to see themselves and identify with this. The whole thing, brother, is just it's
the hypocrisy.
It's a fucking
for me,
circus,
man.
bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's legit. It's like politics has turned into
a clown show.
Reality TV for real, man.
And we are continuing to be the butt of the jokes, even after the minstrel show.
Ain't nowhere in hell I vote. If Herschel Walker ran for county dog catcher in my hood, man, I wouldn't vote for Herschel Walker. Nothing about Herschel Walker says I can run the state. let alone contribute to running the country.
Because he clearly can't run his house.
Nothing. There's nothing about Herschel Walker whatsoever that says I can run an organization.
Yeah, I was about to give an example, but I'm a yield.
But that's what we yield his time.
I'm gonna yield my time.
The member from West Virginia yields his time.
Yeah, man.
The hypocrisy though, man. It's like you got this stance, but then you caught out there, man. You caught out there. It's like the Rick James, Dave Chappelle episode, man. No, I ain't put my feet on Eddie's couch. Yeah, I put my feet on Eddie's couch. He could buy another one. Like, yo, I feel like the Senate race in Georgia is like an episode of the Chappelle show, man.
And I'm nervous, bro. I'm nervous because white folks will be voting for Herschel.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're like, now I'm not going to say all. So to our listeners, I'm not going to say that anyone that's non-melanated would vote for that person. But the majority, right? Georgia is going to be red again real soon. Right? Because, Georgia was blue last time.
Hey, man, Reverend Warnock, man, Godspeed to you. And your tight race, man. But then they try to throw salt on Reverend Warnock, too. They would talk about, well, he been divorced and this, that, and the third. I'm just like, yo.
But he can read. He can speak in complete sentences.
I like to yield my time to the member from West Virginia, to the member from West Virginia.
Like, he can read, he can complete sentences. It was similar to when we heard President Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama speak somewhere during the 45th administration, and we were just like, see, this is what we're missing. We're missing complete sentences.
Oh, man. I don't know, man.
Something as simple as a complete sentence like this.
The former president that endorsed him, since you won't say the name, the Republican candidate for Senate in the state of Georgia. Since the former president endorsed him, like, yo, they put a battery in his back. And people really believe this dude is a viable option.
Well, we already know that the world is going to hell in the basket.
I wouldn't trust Herschel Walker to drive me to the grocery store.
I wouldn't trust him to hold my bike or a thought. But here we are. I ain't gonna say nothing else. I'm just gonna tell people in Georgia, make sure you get out and vote. Go
vote, man. Politics as usual. I get it, man. This shit. We don't like to see how the sausage is made, but let's do our part as citizens, man. Don't get me wrong. I get it. But like I told y'all before, I vote because it was people that couldn't vote before me. And so I feel like I'm generationally obligated and responsible for doing that.
Every level too. Local, state, county.
Local more so than, your national elections, for sure, because that impacts me directly. Impacts my property taxes, impacts
I don't even want to get into property taxes
my school system, impacts the stuff I can see.
Like 20.
Because Biden ain't gave me my student loan forgiveness yet, Brother Jay. Made me put in, I had to go buy 6 stamps and put on an envelope, put in the mail.
Yep. The only thing we are seeing is $23 chicken thighs.
$23 chicken thighs.
Raw.
Man, that's sad, man. Ain't nobody put no Larry's on it, and it's 20.
Nothing but salmonella.
Damn shame. Yeah. Go vote. I know it's politics as usual, man, but yo, it look like prices going up. Yesterday's price ain't today's price.
That's for damn sure.
As my brother Fat Joe once said. So stay on your grizzy. Vote. Be light, man.
Be light. Until next time, follow us on all social media platforms at GRG
RLJ, KEV, and be light.